Please stand for a moment of silence to salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Notice that this meeting was provided to the Cranford Chronicle, advertising January 16, 2015. Notification was sent to the Star Ledger and prominently posted on the municipal public bulletin board and filed in the office of the municipal clerk, informing the public of the time and place according to provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law, Chapter 231 PL 1975. Would everyone please silence their cell phones? Roll call, Ms. Ariema.
Mayor Lombardo.
Here.
Councilman Martin.
Excused.
Councilman Matthews.
Here.
Councilman Petrozelli.
Here.
Councilman Tarantino. Here. Councilman Tedisco. Here. And Council President Neerstead.
Here.
Minutes, please, Ms. Ariema.
Regular meeting of the Mayor and Council held on June 23rd, 2015, as amended. Regular meeting of the Mayor and Council held on July 14th, 2015. Executive session of the Mayor and Council held on July 14th, 2015. Workshop session of the Mayor and Council held on July 14th, 2015. Regular meeting of the Mayor and Council held on July 28th, 2015. Workshop session of the Mayor and Council held on July 28th, 2015.
Are there any corrections or changes? Hearing none, may I have a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Ariema, communications, please.
New Jersey State League of Municipalities Mayor's Advisory,
Receive and file.
Township of Union Resolution,
Receive and file.
Mary Guerra Letter concerning shared service with Fanwood,
Receive and file.
Roy Valley Sewage Authority Minutes,
Receive and file.
Borough Planning Board Minutes.
Receive and file. Please read the bond ordinance 15-15, please.
It's bond ordinance to authorize the making of various public improvements in, by, and for the Borough of Garwood in the County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $395,000 to pay the cost thereof, to appropriate various grants, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds, to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
Do I have a motion to adopt ordinance 15-15?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 15-15, Mayor.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Matthews.
Aye.
Councilman Petrozelli.
Aye.
Councilman Tarantino. Aye. Councilman Tedisco.
Aye.
And Council President Neerstead.
Aye.
Ms. Ariema, please read bond ordinance 15-16 by title only.
Yes, Mayor. Bond ordinance to authorize the undertaking of sewer improvements in, by, and for the Borough of Garwood in the County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $35,000 to pay the cost thereof, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
Motion to introduce bond ordinance 15-16.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mayor, before the vote, just a discussion for 1 second.
Can we do all in favor and opposed, then we'll have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Discussion, please.
Sure. Tina, can we possibly just indicate where this sewer improvement is going to be undertaken? I know it's going to be undertaken.
I cannot
but
change bond ordinance that's prepared by the bond attorney. And it's
Can you ask the bond attorney?
It's already sent to
I
paper.
understand
We have to
that.
do it all over
I
again.
understand that. If you could ask him, okay, if it doesn't mean it's a substantive change that can't be done, obviously don't do it. If it's not a substantive change and you could do it, I appreciate it.
The ordinance itself, I mean, the title doesn't say, but the body of it might have already had that. Have you looked at the ordinance itself?
No, I have not.
Okay, you may already have that.
Right, but I'll repeat my question. Just ask him if it's substantive and makes you go through all that, please don't do it. But if it's not substantive, I would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call, Ms. Ariano.
Councilman Matthews.
Aye.
Councilman Petrozelli.
Aye.
Councilwoman Tarantino.
Aye.
Councilman Tedisco.
Aye.
And Council President Mearsclaw.
Yes.
Ms. Ariano, please read ordinance 15-17 by title only.
Mr. Mayor, an ordinance to enact Article 2, Junior Firefighter Program in Chapter 27, Fire Department of the Code of the Borough of Garwood to establish a junior firefighter program.
Motion to introduce bond ordinance 15-17.
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any discussion? Roll call, Ms. Ariano.
Councilman Matthews.
Aye.
Councilman Petrozelli.
Aye.
Councilwoman Tarantino.
Aye.
Councilman Tedisco.
Aye.
And Council President Mearsclaw.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to council standing committee reports and other reports. Police Councilwoman Tarantino.
Thank you, Mayor. The Garwood Police took a part in Union County's National Night Out, which was held at Misel Field in Springfield on August 4th. National Night Out is designed to bring community awareness to what the police do with the community and law enforcement in general. Sergeant Wright and Officer Kleinsorgen were present with a marked unit and one of the department's Humvees. They demonstrated various equipment, including night vision and thermal imaging goggles, as well as the DWI goggles, which give a person the feeling of under the influence while trying to perform the simplest of tasks. The officers also displayed and spoke to parents about the seriousness of kids playing with airsoft guns, which, while popular toys with kids, are extremely lifelike and easily mistaken for the real thing. Excuse me. And we received a lot of positive feedback. On August 5th, officers took part in Every Hero Has a Story program that was hosted by the library. 2 officers were on hand again with a marked unit and Humvee to interact with the kids and parents and demonstrated equipment and answered questions from the participants. Members of the police department conducted a bicycle safety rodeo at the Recreation Summer Program located at the Sports and Athletic Complex. Instruction was provided in safe bicycling, included the laws that apply to bicycle operators and proper and improper equipment for a bicycle. Safety inspections were also conducted on those bicycles present. The new dictaphone voice recorder has been installed. This is a part of the dispatch console project and replaces the old voice recorder that had reached the end of its lifespan. The dictaphone unit is a critical part of dispatch as it records the radio, phone calls, and 911 transmissions, which are not only necessary as discovery for court purposes, but also officer safety. During the recent heat wave, the department used its senior silver emergency contact list to reach out and check on many of Garwood's senior citizens to be sure that they were not in any distress. Feedback is positive and appreciated. By registering with the Senior Silver Emergency Contact Program, our seniors can provide contact information for themselves and emergency contacts or key holders they choose. Chief Underhill reminds all its seniors that registration for the program is voluntary and the information is confidential. Registration forms are available at the police dispatch desk or at the police department's website, www.garwoodpd.org. That is all for my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Any comments? Now move on. Public Health, Council President Mearsclaw.
No report, Mayor. The next meeting is September 16th.
Thank you. Streets and Roads Ecology, Councilwoman Tedesco.
Thank you, Mayor. Clint Dixon has transitioned into the role of Superintendent of Public Works. The members of the Streets and Roads Committee have met with him. I was present on his first day last Monday when he reintroduced himself to the staff, many of whom worked with him when he was first with Garwood. The DPW has been busy striping lines in the street, weed whacking the downtown, and street sweeping, in addition to their usual duties of garbage and brush and grass pickup. Brush and grass pickup continues to be done on Wednesdays. Clint Dixon is in the process of obtaining quotes to paint the town clock and street light poles. The flagpole that was knocked down by a motor vehicle will be replaced in a different location closer to South Avenue to avoid more accidents, and in order to do so, the other pole will be relocated. The striping and signs for the recently established Burger King commuter parking lot is underway, as Councilwoman Tarantino pointed out earlier, and the numbering of the spaces has been completed. He is also investigating the necessary signage required at the recreation complex. Finally, Mr. Dixon is looking to sandblast the island of the underpass, then paint the first 10 feet on both ends yellow so that it stands out for traffic. And that's all for my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Any comments? Moving on, Council President Neerstead, Fire, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Garwood Fire Department voted unanimously to approve the implementation of a junior firefighter program within the Garwood Fire Department and have requested an ordinance to enact the program. The program will allow Garwood students between the ages of 14, for those who have started the 8th grade, to 18 to participate in certain supervised functions in the department. The program intent is to educate the youth in the hope they can be recruited as volunteer firefighters in the future. Obviously, that was the third ordinance that was on the agenda tonight. I just want to thank everyone for their support and hopefully we move forward.
Thank you. Any comments? Moving on, Finance, Councilman Petroselli.
No report.
Thank you. Buildings, Grounds, Councilman Matthews.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to make everyone aware that I received the memo from Chief Underhill in response to our meeting on July 14th where we had an overflow crowd here. Just making some proposals about going ahead and basically redesigning the council chambers here. I've conferred by email with my colleagues on the Buildings and Grounds Committee, and they would like to have a meeting on this. So we can talk with you, and we'll go ahead and we'll set that up.
Okay, well, I would include the fire chief as well.
Okay, yeah, I think that would be appropriate. And then just one thing that I did want to mention, because I found it was interesting, this room has a capacity of 90 persons. I know that was a question that we had at that meeting, so it is 90 persons.
Yes.
All right, so we'll go ahead. Did the rest of the council get this memo?
Yes.
It was addressed? Okay. So,
Wait,
I
did
didn't-
I give it to
I-
everybody?
I did.
Who'd you address it to?
Jim was just
I
in
think buildings and grounds.
Yeah, no, we
I
don't.
believe so, yes.
okay, I'll get it. I'll get it to the non-buildings and grounds council people. I know Mayor SEC you on this. I just want everyone to take a look at what it is that
Fine.
we consider.
There are some major suggestions there, as you can see.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
would
just concerned that after your committee visits, I think it should be turned over to finance.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Cost is definitely gonna be one
That's
of the
definitely a
things.
factor in that thing. The only, Chief, if I may, Councilman,
Go right ahead.
what about the building person that was listed on that report? Should he be at that meeting also?
Yeah,
Lucia.
Rich?
Yeah,
He met with myself and the fire chief.
okay.
Yeah, he should probably be.
Just want to cover all the bases, that's all.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the meeting, but, okay.
No, we'll-
Anything else, Councilman?
That's it, that's all I have, Mayor.
Any discussion about the topic?
Just a question, Jim, I know the fire chief had said he was gonna put a sign up in this room indicating capacity, is that it there?
Yes.
I can't read that from here.
No, that's my.
9090.
9-0.
9-0, okay.
Yeah, and you'll get a copy of this as opposed to the.
Yes.
Right.
That's correct. Right, very good.
The only thing that I have asked, on that, is there any way, or do we have plans for the original building that they did here?
What do you mean by plans?
Well,
Architecture.
Architectural plan.
They're probably somewhere here.
because that would be helpful, because underneath this counter is electric, data, there's a lot underneath here. So-
It's a large overtake, endeavor to take on. Correct.
So I just want to make sure that if we do move forward with this, that someone knows what they're getting into, or at least an idea.
Or you might want to think of doing it in phases.
I don't know, but a lot of this electronics in here was updated since it was built, so, and there was no blueprint. This like new thing I got here and stuff.
Okay.
But this is bulletproof, this part right here.
Thanks.
Is it really?
Yeah, for the
Yes.
judge. The
Hopefully
judge.
it never
And we
needs
have
to
a
be
panic
tested.
button here. Also, good.
Just,
Yeah, I
it's
did
not
know
for
that.
me, it's for the judge.
I did not know
Not for No, it's for the judge.
that. Can we continue on, Councilman, now? Thank you. Laws and license?
I have no report,
Councilwoman?
Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Laws and License Committee met last week. Also present were Chief Underhill and Captain Stouffer. Thank you both for coming. Together, we reviewed the present dumpster ordinance and discussed changes to it to satisfy the concerns raised by residents. We looked at the original ordinance drafted by our borough attorney a couple of years ago and compared it with the one we have today. We still have a couple issues to work out, including permit fees and how long dumpsters should be permitted, but we plan to have a draft for the council in advance of the next meeting so that it can be discussed at the next meeting, August 25th. Secondly, we reviewed the property maintenance ordinance and discussed amending it to reflect the new International Property Maintenance Code, which has replaced the Boca National Property Maintenance Code. Another matter we looked at was that we discussed and reviewed a sample social media policy that we feel should be put in place first in order to bring back the Borough of Garwood Facebook page. We plan to give the council a draft resolution before our next council meeting so we can discuss it then. And that's all for my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Any comments?
Yeah, just real quick on this question, with social media, can we find out exactly what happened last time with invitations being sent out to your fundraiser there before we go ahead and bring it back? I think it would be useful to know exactly what happened and who was responsible for it before we go ahead and bring it back, because then we'll know how to address it.
Yes.
Was
Thank you.
wasn't that addressed last year?
I was,
While you,
Well, then just let me know who was responsible, remind me, and then we'll be good to go.
we'll look into that.
okay.
Here we have Committee on Aging, Councilwoman Tarantino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. What, Mayor's?
Mayor.
Okay,
I-
Recreation Council, yeah.
Yes, I have another one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mayor. Summer recreation has come to a close after 6 weeks. It was a very successful program with over 100 children signed up. The program averaged 70 children attending per day. Also, all 5 trips were successful. 2 had 2 full buses of children, and the other 3 trips had 1 full bus each. Thank you to Summer Recreation Director Dana Parkhill, who has run the program now for 2 years, for another job well done. I would like to remind everyone that the annual Recreation Senior Dinner is this Saturday, August 15th, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Columbian Club, where the Knights of Columbus meet at 37 South Avenue. The theme is Senior Game Day. That's all for my report.
Thank you. Any comments? Moving on. Libraries Mayor's Representative, Councilman Petroselli.
Thank you, Mayor. The Summer Reading Club, Every Hero Has a Story, is a success. We had a 71% increase in participation over last year, and the participants have logged in 500 hours of reading. It will officially conclude with a Make Your Own Sunday party on August 13th at 3 p.m., where all participants will receive prizes and enjoy some hero-themed photo ops. Top reader read more than 100 hours. She will be awarded 4 tickets to Great Adventure Amusement Park at the party. On the 5th of August, we were visited by Garwood's finest, Sergeant Wright and Police Officer Kleinsorgen, at our hero-themed story time. After story time, the children were able to sit in a police car and the all-terrain vehicle. On August 11th at 10:30, a local author, Laura Sassy, read her book, Goodnight Ark, accompanied by her skunk puppets. About 33 people were in attendance. On August 10th, representatives from Howling Wood Farm, an animal shelter that rescues wolves, and wolf-dog hybrids presented a slideshow about wolves and wolf conservation. It was followed by a meet and greet with 2 wolves, Samson and Dakota. About 45 people were in attendance. You can see pictures of this event and other recent events on our newly updated website and Facebook page. The library is continuing to collect items for the Plainfield Humane Society, including dog and cat food and toys, cleaning supplies, old towels, blankets through the end of August. The library will be having a small book sale the last 2 weeks of August. Fill up a bag for $5. Union County Freeholders has awarded the library funds under the 2015 Union County Library Grant for Children's Program. We will use this money to fund a Lego club for elementary school children at the library. The actual amount awarded was not specific, but will be revealed at the Board of Freeholders meetings on August 20th, 2015. In September, the library will resume story time on Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m., movies on Friday at 10 a.m., and the Monday book club at 1 p.m. We will be also hosting a Medicare presentation on the 24th at 6:30 p.m. and a local author book signing on the 30th at 4 p.m. The Garwood Library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., Fridays from 9 a.m. to 4:30, and beginning September 12th, the library will resume its Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's all for my report.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, continue. School Board Liaison, Councilman Matthew.
No report, Mayor. I have, the next meeting is gonna be August the 20th, so I have a conflict with the freeholders meeting. This is my month, so if anybody wants to take that meeting, just put it on the ground.
Thank you.
August 20th?
August the 20th, yeah.
Okay, that being said, celebration of public events and holidays, Liaison, Council President Newstead.
No report, Mayor. Once again, just we're getting closer to Paddington Bear on September 18th.
Are you supplying the
that'll be it.
popcorn?
If you'd like,
Okay.
I'll supply some more tomatoes. I'm sure it'll still be coming in. Not the same ones, though. I'm going to Washington School. The next meeting of the Celebrations Committee is September 16th.
Thank you. Any comments? Union County Air Traffic Noise Advisory Board, Representative Councilman Matthew.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Parking Committee, Councilwoman Tarantino.
Thank you, Mayor. The Parking Committee has completed the review of the proposed permit parking ordinance. Council members will receive a copy of this ordinance in email before the next council meeting, and we ask that you review it so that we may discuss it at the meeting of August 25th in hopes to have it ready for first reading at the first reading in September. That's all for my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Any comments at this time? Continue on Administrative Review Committee, Councilwoman Tarantino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Historical Committee, Councilwoman Tedesco.
Thank you, Mayor. I attended the Historical Committee meeting last night. Officers were elected as follows: Bruce Patterson as president, Mary Wonka as vice president, Carol Lombardo as secretary, and Paul Tarantino as treasurer. The opportunities to sponsor frames of pictures at the recreation complex are almost all full, but the committee plans on putting up a second wave of photos. Anyone interested in sponsoring a photo can contact the Garwood Library or Borough Hall. In other business, the committee discussed a rededication of the Garwood Sports and Recreation Complex and would like to have such an event on the anniversary of the Borough on Saturday, March 19th, 2016. The committee recommends the James B. Guerrero Memorial Field remain for the baseball field, and the announcer's booth be named for Jay Hominick, as the previous building was named for him. Additionally, the committee recommends the meeting room of the complex be named for Mayor Michael Crincoli, who first had a vision for this area in town. However, the Historical Committee defers to the Mayor and Council to make the final decision with regards to the dedication. Finally, the committee plans on providing the Borough Administrator with a historical photo of Garwood every few months as a photo of the quarter, so to speak, to be posted on the Borough website. And that's all for my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Any comments at this time? Not. Ms. Ariella, please read the officers' reports.
Michael Thorson, Fire Chief, monthly report for July 2015. Municipal Tax Collector Aggie Creswell, monthly report for July 2015.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept the officers' report as presented?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving on. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to address the mayor and council? Please step to the microphone. Sign in, state your full name and address. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes.
I'll go last. Is it tomato proof? Good evening, Mayor Lombardo, ladies and gentlemen of the council. Bruce Patterson, 325 Lowell Avenue. No relation to Kathleen Patterson, 416. But, just one thing. As president of the historical committee, we are. If you heard Liaison Tedesco's report about the photos, they are being sponsored. However, not many of the council people up there are sponsoring the photo. I believe you are, which is good, and so are you. But I haven't heard from the other council people.
Not even aware of that.
One of your members is going to pick out one for the mayor. Thank you.
Oh, yes, and the mayor is also, so.
Thank you.
So, in past, I've been coming to council meetings for years now. And in the past, the council members kind of jumped at helping out, donating, and sponsoring. So I'm shocked. You did mention that at a meeting, possibly Clint Dixon would come to the public council meeting and maybe for a
That's
meet and
correct.
greet? Okay, so that's still on the table somewhere.
Definitely, probably next month.
Okay. And also, last meeting, I mentioned about Councilman Petrozelli's health benefits and how expensive they are, where the taxpayers are paying $30,000. And meanwhile, you're kind of disassembling or dismantling the government in little pieces. Something's not right here. I asked you to at least think about it and possibly talk about it, to come to some kind of resolution with Lou, or Lou can do it himself, please, and cut back on it and maybe just insure yourself, or just taxpayers will cover something, but I mean, like $30,000 is a lot of money. And I'm asking you again, please think about it.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody has a comment on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Please come forward. Seeing none, are there any resolutions anyone wants deleted from the consent agenda? Hearing none, may I have a resolution to adopt the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Ms. Ariano.
Councilman Matthew?
Aye.
Councilman Petrozelli?
Aye.
Councilman Tarantino? Councilman Tedisco?
Aye.
And Council President Neerstead?
Aye.
Thank you. Is there any new business the mayor and council may have this evening?
Mayor, I'd like to just say something. if I
Okay.
may. At the last, I wasn't at the last meeting, but I did watch the
That's
tape.
correct.
There was a comment made about how, by Mr. Councilman Matthew, about how I just decided not to attend the meeting when Councilwoman Tedisco was pressing him on how he would vote on a certain ordinance.
Okay.
I didn't just decide not to attend a meeting, it was a planned vacation. So I object of how you said that. And I'd like to say, if you cared at all about Garwood, if you had Garwood's best interest in mind, you would have answered her question of how you intended to vote, being that you voted positive on the resolution tonight. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you.
Mayor, could I respond to that? I do have Garwood's best interest at heart. I plan my vacations around council meetings.
Well,
Thank you.
and that's nice.
Let's have a back and
I
forth,
didn't have
please.
that opportunity.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Ariano, please read the payment of claims resolution.
Be it resolved, the following claims as approved be, and the same are hereby ordered paid when properly signed and verified, and the payment of payrolls as listed hereby confirmed and ratified.
I have a motion to adopt payment of claims.
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please, Ms. Ariano.
Councilman Matthew?
Aye.
Councilman Petrozelli?
Aye.
Councilman Tarantino?
Aye.
Councilman Tedisco?
Aye.
And Council President Neerstead?
Yes.
Thank you. The regular meeting of the mayor and council will be held on Tuesday, August 25th, 2015, in council chambers at 7:15 p.m. Workshop session to start at 7 p.m. There will be a public hearing in council chambers on ordinance number 15-16 and ordinance 15-17 on Tuesday, August 25th, 2015, at 7:15 or sooner thereafter. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you and good night.